welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. Thanks so much for watching. I kind of got almost the top of my hair and a little bit of my little baby right here. We're sitting in the car. We're at our city's Founders Day. We've got the breakfast going on. We've got booths setting up. We got the best parking spot ever because we came like an hour and a half early. My girls are in the special parade. They're so cute. They're in lime green. My older daughter did both of their hair, so it's super cute. They've got like the little lime green bows in there. So Coco and I are just waiting in the air-conditioned car for my husband to walk my two older girls up to the parade route where it starts. And then he's gonna come back and then we'll all go together to go watch the parade and then pick them up and do all the fun things. But one of the things I wanted to tell you was before I was married, but my husband and I were dating, we came to this city's, we didn't live here, but we came to this city's Founders Day celebratory events and stuff. And so we did the 5K race. So my husband did the 10K, I did the 5K. I was in a wheelchair at the time and it was my very first and last race that I ever did. And so we lined up kind of exactly where we're parked right now. Like everyone is all lining up. And I show up at the race and like they give you, when you sign in, they give you like the race t-shirt. And so I put my t-shirt on. I've been seeing like those t-shirts around, 5K, Founders Day, whatever. And so they give it to you. And so I put it on. I don't know, like it's my very first and last race. And so I put it on and then I go out with all of the other runners and I quickly learn that you're not supposed to put on the free t-shirt from the race right away, or at least like not then. And so everyone was kind of looking at me like the stink eye, like spectators are over there, and here I am in a wheelchair. I'm like, I'm a runner. And so everyone's stretching out and I'm feeling really insecure, and I'm trying to stretch out too. And like, I don't look right. I'm not in the right clothes. And I don't know, like I did, I've got denim capris on and sandals because I'm in a wheelchair. Like I don't have to wear running clothes, The only thing that shows that I'm a runner, I've got some right here, is that I'm wearing my gloves on my hands. I'm like, that means business for me in my wheelchair. I'm gonna go fast. And so they make the announcement that the race is gonna start, and so everyone like crowds the starting line, and I was there, but then one by one, all of the people step in front of me until I'm in the back. Not just the back, but I'm behind these two women who've come with weights on their ankles and strollers. Like I am behind them. And so I'm like, it's okay, you will do this. You will finish this race, And I'm like starting to feel even more insecure. And so they shoot the gun, everybody runs. But by the time I make it to the starting line, like I can't even see the bulk of the runners. Like they're gone. And I started to panic. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know where the race goes, And so I'm pushing just as fast as I can. And as fast as I can, like I had visions of like finishing this race, like first and passing everybody and whatever. And now I'm like last. I'm behind everyone. I'm behind these two women who've come with weights on their ankles and strollers. I'm behind them. I can't even beat the babies. I can't beat the babies. And I start to cry. And I wish I could tell you that the tears were like going, back into my hairline and splashing in the breeze, but no, I was just going slow. So they were just falling straight down my face. And I'd put on makeup, before I came, which of course didn't look right either. And splashing on my denim capris, stained with mascara. I didn't look right. I'm not dressed right. Not fast enough. Not good enough. I am feeling really bad about myself, and the tears just keep coming down my face. And I'm pushing as hard as I can. I'm like, new goal, new goal. I'm gonna beat the women with the ankle weights and the strollers. I'm gonna beat the babies. That's my new goal. But as hard as I push and as fast as I go, the distance between me and the women with the strollers is growing. So they're fast, I'm slow. Winners, loser. That's how I felt, and the tears just kept coming. And I was like, you will finish this race. And I'm pushing as hard as I can. And a bicycle team passes me. And a lady on a bike like slows down right by me. And I was like so slow, it was like awkward. She got really close to me. I was like, hey, I'm running here, And she calls out as she passes me, just loud enough for me to hear. She's like, hey, you're cool. And then she rides away and I look up at her, wipe away all my tears and boogers. And I'm like, yeah, I am cool. Not because I'm first or because I'm dressed right or because I look right or because I'm, reaching any of my goals, but because I'm none of those things, and I'm still pushing anyway. And I finished that race dead last. But at the Pancake Breakfast Award ceremony later that day, they gave me first place, wheelchair division. It was a crazy morning with a lot of lessons learned, you know? When life gets too hard to stand, just keep on rolling. Like, this life is too hard to stand for all of us. No matter if you have anything wrong with your legs or not, it doesn't even matter. Like, this life is hard, but we just gotta keep going. And there's moments in our life when someone says something at the right time, someone does something at the right time, and it changes our life, you know, it changes our day. I try to make it a habit of mine to say what I think, period. Just to say what I think, because I think good things about people. So why shouldn't I say them? Hey, I like your hair. Hey, I like your shirt. Hey, I like your shoes. Hey, I like your baby. Hey, I like, you know, whatever. And the number one thing people say back to me isn't thank you. They say, oh, you made my day. You made my day. That lady that day at the 5K race for me, she made my day. Like, I finished dead last, but the whole way I was going, I not only knew I would finish the race, but I felt like I could. I felt like I could because she thought I was cool. And on that day, for me, that was a big deal. That was a big deal for me. The air conditioner's on. I just realized it's probably so loud for you guys. But I'm really grateful that you listened to this loud story. It's gonna like turn off here in a minute because my husband will be back and Coco and I will get all mobied up and we'll go out into the hot outside. It's wicked hot. And go see this cool parade, go to some cool booths. I'm so excited. My girls love everything. My girls love everything. It's so fun to have kids. I feel so blessed to, you know, like sometimes I forget. I'm like, man, why is my life so perfect? I have a great husband. I have great children. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm paralyzed. But other than that, like I have such a fabulous life. I do have a second story, like, about the Founders Day Parade, like if you want to hear it while we're waiting for my husband to come back. So, a few years ago, we came and we did a booth with my daughter here, my older daughter. So, Coco wasn't in the picture yet, but a few years ago we came with my whole family, with both my kids. But my older daughter was doing a booth here at the Founders Day Fair, and she was doing jam. So her name's Zula, and so she had these little jars, you know, and stickers. We made these stickers that said Zula's Jam, and so she made strawberry jam and sold it here. And it's really packed. Like, it's a real tight, small town, you know. We live in a big area. Like, it's not like we're isolated, but it's a small town, you know. It's real tight roads, it's a small town. And so it gets really trafficky. And so the day before, so like not the day of the Founders Day celebration, but the day before, I was driving and we were going to my mother-in-law's house. I've got my two girls in the back and my husband's in the front, and I'm driving, and we see an older man and a young man on the side of the road in like a place that doesn't really have a sidewalk. And it was a really hot day. And so I was like, we can't, you know, that doesn't look normal. Like we didn't see a car parked nearby. Like, it's not like they broke down or anything. I just didn't know why they were walking in such a high area. And so I flipped around, I came back, and I pulled over and I was like, hey, can we help you? Can we drive you somewhere? And they were like sweating bullets. And they're like, oh yes, that would be so great, you know. We're looking for, I can't remember, they were looking for like they didn't have a cell phone or whatever, and they needed some stuff from a gas station, a store. And they actually had broken down. Their car had broken down, but they were from Idaho, not Utah. And so they had actually walked the opposite direction of where they would have more quickly found a gas station. And so I was like, oh my heavens. And so they got in the car, and I mean, we all squished in because it was like a squishy car. But the older man sat in the front seat. My husband got in the very back so that the older man could sit in the front seat and have the air conditioner on it. And I was really hot too, and I get really hot, but I moved the air conditioner vents. You can hear them now. I moved the air conditioner vents so that they were all pointing towards this man. And I was like really hot, and I was like praying in my heart for this man. And I was like, bless him that he will, asking Holy Father, bless him that he won't be so hot that he'll be able to cool off quickly, And we took him to the store they needed to get some stuff at, and then my husband ran into another store and bought them some chicken and some drinks and things like that. And so he came back out, and like fried chicken, you get from the deli. And so he came back out, and we drove the older man and the young man back to their car with all of the things that they had, and still the air conditioner vents on them. And his wife, the older man's wife, was there too. She had stayed in the cool shade of the car, and so like in the shade in the car. That's what I should say. It had broken down, and so we dropped him off. Gave him the chicken and the drinks, and they didn't have a cell phone, and so like I gave them my cell phone so that they could, if they broke down on their way back to Idaho, like they could fix it. And we had a mutual acquaintance up there. And so they said that they would just pass it to the mutual acquaintance and it would get back to me soon. And I was, I was totally fine with whatever. And it did end up getting back to me. My friend from Idaho did come down and gave me the cell phone. But the reason I'm telling you all of this story was because the very next day was our first day as a family to come to go sell my daughter's jam at the booth. It was just some sort of thing. We were trying to, help her be a little entrepreneur, She's like 5. And so, anyway, like she made the jam and she designed the stickers and she designed the banner and all of that. So it was kind of fun for her and for us. We like entrepreneurial things. And so we came, but it was our first time driving here. Like, yes, we'd done the 5K, but that was sort of different. Like you came so early in the morning that like, of course you missed all the traffic. So we came kind of like, they said set up by 10. So we're like, okay, so we show up at like 9:30. We cannot even get here. We cannot even get here. Like it was crazy. It was bumper to bumper traffic. Everyone trying to go see the parade. All these roads closed or whatever. And it was like crazy. We end up getting like, the parade starts at 10. We have to be set up by that time. And we're like, oh my gosh, like it's getting closer and closer and closer. And my husband's like, I'm just going to go all the way to like the closest we can go in the parking lot. And I'm going to drop you guys off. And I'm going to, you stay in the car and I'm going to set it up and all that. And then I'll get you out. And then I will go and park the car and I'll walk back, And so we're like, okay, that's our only choice. And so he drove all the way, into this parking lot that we're in right now. I can actually see where we parked. And we see this like handicap spot that's just open. That never happens. Like it was so packed and so crowded and the roads were so full. And there was no parking anywhere. And at this one spot, if we had had our choice of any parking space in the whole parking lot, in the whole city, we would have chosen this parking spot. And as we pulled in, I was like, oh my gosh, why are we so blessed today? And my mind remembered the day before when we'd helped that family to get back, on their road to go back to Idaho with the phone and the chicken and the drinks and the air-conditioned car. I mean, we had just done what anybody would have done, to help this family. But we were so blessed with this wonderful parking spot. And so we all got in the car and we all set up and we all did it in time. We all made it to the parade as a family. It was awesome. It was awesome. I have so many great memories of this particular place. And it's so funny. I've only lived here for like 3.5 years. I love my city. Here comes Dad. Here comes Wit. He's coming. He's coming. Yay.
Hey.
Look at my cute little sleepy baby.
So the parade starts right now, 10 o'clock. We're not there yet, so let's go find a spot. I'm sure there's gonna be just sunny spots left.
I'm not going too fast. Oh my gosh, look at all these cool bounce houses. Gavin from France. Lily, and we have Brendan up there in the front. We're all gonna watch our kids and their kids in the parade. It's gonna be super fun, and Coco's still sleeping, so that's excellent. Lydia's got LydiaTaggart.com and cheerfulbychoice.com. Yes. Is that it? You say it. So like, are you getting me now?
I'm getting you.
LydiaTaggart.com, cheerfulbychoice.com. She's a mentor. She's kind of awesome. She shares her shade. Check her out.
There they are. Zula! Daisy! Zula, Daisy! There we go.
Daisy's really hot. She's so hot, she hates to be hot. Daisy wasn't so hot.
Was it so hot? Is it fun though? Yeah? What'd you get?
Get those?
Tell me how it was. Did you have fun?
It was hot.
It was hot? Was it fun though? Kinda. You're gonna get a what? A yummy slushie?
Slushie time. We don't need to play on hot toys. Is it too hot to play on the hot toys? The bounce houses are like wicked hot. Do you want to play on them?
No, just slushies. Let's go find slushies.
Let's go find slushies. Here we are waiting. I got my sleeping Coco. My family just went to go get some slushies. It is a hot, hot day, so Coco and I are staying in the shade. Gotta control that temperature for me, and Coco is just a little baby. She needs help too. So, my daughters went, even though they're pretty hot. My husband went. We're gonna get some slushies. Was this so yummy? What kind did you get?
Lemon, lime, and cotton candy.
Yum! What kind did you get, Dace?
Tiger's blood and blue raspberry.
Tiger's blood and blue raspberry. What kind did I get?
We got a tiger's blood and a strawberry pina colada.
Yum!
Pina colada.
Oh, so you got two. So which one are you gonna have?
I don't know. I just got a couple flavors that look good.
Well, which one's your favorite? Your favorite's tiger's blood.
I'm gonna taste them and see.
Well, let's share. It's really hot. We're not going to stay too long here at the booths. We did it. We did it. We went to the parade. We went to the booths. We went to the food trucks. We had a fun Founders Day. Did you guys have a fun Founders Day? Yeah. We are so hot. So hot, so beat. But we had so much fun. Thank you so much for... Your pants are still hot.
Oh, good thing.
So thank you so much for watching this video, and remember, when life gets too hot to stand, or hard, go swimming, and keep on rolling. 5 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs, yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs, flop, flop. 4 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs, yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs. Flip, flip. 3 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs. Flip, flip. 2 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there is 1 green speckled frog. Flip, flip. 1 little speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there is now there are no green speckled frogs. Flip, flip. Cheese, 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 cheese. Cheese, 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 cheese. Oh, I think I got a smile out of you.